What should we call this new faction of Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and Braun Breaker? That's exactly what I asked AI to do. It came up with 10 names, and me and Dylan are going to discuss which ones, if any, could work as a faction name. Dylan, how strongly do you feel that AI can come up with a good name for this new awesome faction?
I don't know. It's probably going to be like the cool guys because of based on former AI videos we've done so far. So we'll
That's
see.
right.
But I think I could come up with a better one.
All right. Well, I think I obviously got a good look at these. I think it's going to surprise you because we got some good ones. This is an updated model of AI that we got here, and so it gave us the name, and then it gave us the little reasoning for why it chose that name. So, without further ado, let's jump in to the first name. Dylan, we have the Architects, a direct callback to one of Seth Rollins' most defining nicknames, suggesting they are building something new, perhaps a new era or power structure in WWE, meticulously planned by Seth Rollins, the Architects.
I don't hate it, but I'm not crazy about it. I don't love it. I think it's a little bit too like Seth is the architect to me.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's like too much of a direct callback.
Too
If that
much.
makes sense, you know what I mean? Like this is something
Okay.
completely new that we've never seen before.
Sure.
And I think it there can be some callbacks obviously, but I think there has to be a new feel to the name because this is a combination of people that's completely new that we've never seen before. So
It's very true. All right. So Dylan's not too impressed with that one. Again, that was the Architects. Architect. Next up, we have the Visionary Collective. Blends his visionary persona with the idea of a group united under his singular, perhaps grandiose vision. Collective implies unity and shared purpose. The Visionary Collective. How are we feeling about this one?
I don't hate that one actually. That one's not too bad. Visionary Collective. I don't like still I think a lot of other better options,
Okay.
but better than the Architects. So we're getting there.
All right. Right now, the best option we got is the Visionary Collective. Let's go to number 3. We have the Grand Design. Similar to the Architects, this name emphasizes Seth's role as the mastermind, suggesting the faction's actions are all part of a larger, intricate plan he has devised. The Grand Design, Dylan. How are we feeling about this one?
Hmm. I'm like a little bit torn on this one because it's like part of me is like it's not that bad of a name actually, but I don't think it fits as well
Okay.
as because I think it fits Seth Rollins, right? The grand design, but in my head, I think we do need a little bit of roughness to it, right? Like we have Braun Breaker in there now,
Yeah.
right? So we need something that represents Braun Breaker as well and shows that he's not just like a sidekick in this faction or
Okay.
something like that. Because I
That's
don't
fair.
think he is or is going to be. So
So you like it better than the Visionary Collective or not?
I'm gonna say for this group of people, no.
All right. Visionary Collective's holding on
I think
to
like on
the
an
one spot.
objectively, I think I like it better. Like
Okay.
as a name, but for this group of people, still Visionary Collective, which I'm not like over the moon about.
All right. Well, let's move on to this next one. We have the Paradigm. This name suggests Rollins and his group are here to fundamentally change the status quo, representing a new model or standard in WWE. The Paradigm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this takes the new top spot for me.
Okay.
The paradigm.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I actually like how this can even be seen as a little call to John Moxley and the
Sure.
paradigm shift, right? So I think, see, that's like the little type of sneaky callback sort of thing, or reference that I like here. I think something like the Architects is a little bit too straightforward, too
Yeah.
on the nail. So I think the paradigm is good. I can see Paul Heyman saying that well. The paradigm. I don't know. I see him saying it. But yeah, I like that. I'm gonna go with the paradigm number one. Like I said, still think, like, if you just told me that was the name, I would still go, okay.
Okay.
But as of now, out of the options I've been given, I like it the best.
All right. Let's move on to the next one here. We have Rollins's Revolution. Simple, direct, and centered on the leader. It implies an uprising against the current powers or norms, led personally by Seth Rollins. Rollins's Revolution, Dylan. How are we feeling about this one?
Nah, I'm out on that one.
All
I don't
right.
like that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's probably the weakest one.
I just think that one's not very good. Very uncreative. Not the. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm completely with you.
And like I said, I don't think it needs to be named after Seth Rollins.
Okay.
I
That's
think
fair.
these are three, and this is coming from the guy. Seth's my number one.
It's true.
Seth's my top guy. And I think Seth would probably even say that as well. That he is not the, like, he's obviously the, if there is to be a focal point of this group, I guess it would be Seth, right? But I think these are three huge heavy hitters that are all have their very, that have like a very big place in this, and it's not a thing of where there's like one Seth is like calling all the shots and stuff like that or anything. So I don't think it needs to be named after Seth.
All right, so let's move on to this next one. We have the Ensemble. Playing on his flamboyant style and maestro tendencies, this name positions the faction like a curated performance group executing Rollins' vision with flair and precision. The Ensemble, Dylan. Better or worse than the Paradigm?
I'm gonna go with worse than the
Okay.
paradigm. Yeah, I don't really like the ensemble that much, actually. For
Okay.
this specific group, I don't think um it works very much. Like, can you see Braun Breaker being a member of the ensemble? Like,
No.
you know what I mean? Like, nah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Dylan, we have The Reckoning. A darker, more ominous name suggesting the faction is here to deliver judgment or consequences to their opponents or the entire roster. Dylan, The Reckoning. How are we feeling about it?
Like, I don't hate it as a objective name to a faction, but like I said before, I don't think it fits in this situation. I still think the paradigm is like a better name than that. It's not terrible, but yeah, it doesn't catch up with the paradigm. To me, that feels a little bit more ominous, parts unknowny, you know, that type of feel. So, the reckoning.
All right. Right now, we have the Paradigm as the top spot. We got 3 names left. Let's see if one of these names can dethrone the Paradigm. Nothing has blown Dylan away quite yet. So let's see if one of these last 3 can. Dylan, we have the Framework. Evokes imagery of building and structure, implying they are the essential foundation upon which the future of the company will be built according to Rollins's plan. The Framework, better or worse than the Paradigm?
I think it's worse, but I don't hate it either.
Okay.
It's not terrible. Not terrible. think like the Framework Foundation would even be better or something. Or I don't know. Yeah, still going with the Paradigm though at this point.
Now, has the paradigm grown on you anymore since
A
these
little
past
bit.
few minutes?
I will say it has a little bit.
All right. So let's move on to the next one. We have the freaking Order. Combines his popular freaking moniker with a sense of structure and potentially cult like devotion, suggesting a chaotic yet organized force. Dylan, the freaking Order. Better or worse than the paradigm?
That's the worst one. That's so bad, dude. No, that is bad.
All right.
Throw
I'm
freaking and everything, man.
Yeah. Dude, and it's funny too because I don't know if you listened to his interview with CVV from a few weeks ago or maybe months ago at this point, but he talked about how they put freaking in everything when that was like his kind of new name, and he was like, "You don't have to say it every single time that you say Seth Rollins." Like he hated that, which was cool because I know that we hated that, and a lot of people hated that they would say Seth freaking Rollins every single time.
Yeah, it was just very much so obviously a Vince McMahon thing. He was just
Yeah.
like, "You gotta say it every time. That's who he is. He's Seth freaking Rollins."
All right. Let's move on to the last one here. See if this can top the paradigm. Dylan, we have Genesis. Signifies a new beginning or creation, positioning the faction as the start of something entirely new, birthed from Rollins' return or new mindset. Genesis. Is that better or worse than the paradigm?
Hmm. I actually think I'm gonna go with Genesis. I think Genesis is gonna take the win
All right.
because I think it's a little subtle callback to his Monday Night Messiah days in that like the book of Genesis and a new beginning sort of thing. They're going to write the story of the future of this company um, moving forward. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think the only issue could be copyright purposes because there's a band called Genesis, but
And
I
TNA,
like it.
Genesis.
Yes, but as a name for the faction, I do like it. I do like it. Paradigm, not too far behind. I will be like I could even yeah. I say Paradigm not too far behind. It's close, but for I'd have to go with Genesis.
All right, so there you have it. Genesis is going to take the cake as the top spot for these names that AI came with for Seth Rollins' faction. You guys let us know in the comments down below which one of these was your favorite. And if you have a good name for Seth's faction, drop it in the comments as well. And we'll be in there chatting it up, letting you know what we think about your name as well. Be on the lookout. This Friday, we are going to figure out what new wrestlers should be added to this faction. So if you like this video, we asked AI to come up with 10 wrestlers who should join Seth Rollins' faction. So that will be out this Friday. So with that being said, I'm Mark Izzo, he's Dylan O'Brien, and we'll catch you in the next video.